By here. Boom, what up, y'all? About to go ahead and talk about internal obstacles, looking intrinsically to see why you are losing, right? It's not the market's fault all the time. Yes, the market gets crazy. Yes, it makes things more difficult, right? But have you looked at yourself? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror to see if it's something about what you're doing that you need to fix so that you can find consistency and profitability in the market, right? Because we can blame volatility and the Fed and CPI and the interest rates and Joe Biden and whoever. We always gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? The Fed is always gonna have Fed stuff. There's always gonna be a president in the office doing something. Right? All that's gonna happen. Right. So you have to do is look at yourself and see how you can overcome whatever's holding you up. So I had a one-on-one earlier this week, and they said they didn't know what question to ask. I said, what's your bottleneck, right? What for you is stopping you from getting to the next step? One of the examples I gave, like take it out of trading, is if you go into the store and buy some milk, it's processes, right? It's steps in that. You got to get up, get your keys, go to the car, hop in the car, turn it on, drive down the street, bust a couple lefts and the rights, get to the stove, find the milk, go check out. You know what I'm saying? Check to make sure the expiration date is there. Drive back home, put it in the fridge, right? It's a process. Just like being a profitable trader is a process. It's certain steps you got to overcome and get in line so that you can consistently make that happen over time, right? You can go buy some milk without even thinking twice. You texting, putting on makeup, eating a cheeseburger while you're driving to the store, not thinking twice, right? So you have to go through these processes to get to the point where trading feels the same way, right? It feels good being able to trade. And as long as you're not having some crazy stuff going on in your head, right, you can pretty much wake up, make money regularly, right? Bad days, bad weeks, bad months, whatever, right? But for the most part, you can wake up, make money, and do it all over again, whether it's day trading, scalping, swing trading, or whatever, right? Or position yourself to make money. So let's look at some of the things that might hold people back and do hold people back, right? One, consistency. Okay. You can find a strategy that works. You're making money. Do you stick with it? Right? You make money with fibs. Somebody new comes out talking about strat. Are you sticking with what had you successful? Are you trying to switch over? Right? You find that you scalping and you work full time, but scalping on lunch works for you. You hear me say on the last Zoom, if you full time, you probably want to swing. Do you switch to swings? You ain't never swung before, but you making money on your lunch break scalping, right? Are you being consistent with the things that's making you successful? That's the key, right? Shaq wasn't pulling up from three. Steph ain't trying to dunk on folk. They're both being consistent in their separate lanes with the things that bring them success. So when you're doing stuff right when you're trading, make sure you're keeping track of that. What was I doing that made this successful, this day successful, this week successful, this trade successful? What can I continue to do? Oh, I was trading with the trend. I had a great week. Let me go look at my trades. I was trading with the trend. Oh, I was trading breakouts. I was trading flags. I was trading head and shoulders, whatever, pennants, whatever, 2-1-2s, whatever, right? Whatever you find that works, continuously do it because the market is going to give you these conditions over and over and over again. Depending on your strategy and your development and expanding on those strategies, you'll be able to find more opportunities and more opportunities will show themselves to you. But if you're sticking to, hey, the RSI, it drops down to here, I get my contracts about 2 weeks out, it's going to come back up. More often than not, you're going to be successful. And even if you lose once, it doesn't mean the strategy is out the window. You need to switch. That's a big problem. All right. Know that you're going to have some losses, but know that if you consistently find something that makes you profitable and you continuously do it, your odds of success long term are going to be there. You're going to win. You have no choice but to win. Right? Again, Shaq. If Shaq was like, yeah, man, I missed this dunk. I'm done dunking. Let me just go to shooting threes. He wasn't going to be Shaq. Same with Steph. If Steph missed the three and stopped shooting threes, he wouldn't be Steph, right? So consistency. Put a C in the chat if you need to work on consistency. I'm finna see. I'm told you, I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling y'all out. Keep it a buck with yourself. Thank you. I see you. Yup. Consistency. Yup. That's a lot. So I'll make sure to follow up on that. We're going to talk more about that. Because the truth of the matter is, what's the question? If you're struggling with consistency, put a C, bro. The truth of the matter is, you can learn so many strategies that it becomes an issue for your success. You can learn so many indicators that it becomes an issue because now you're switching between all these things, right? But you'll notice people who are making money consistently are, it's right there in the word. They're doing the same stuff consistently, right? You're going to make it hard on yourself flip-flopping around. And I'll say this, even if you find excitement, I personally still like trying new strategies. I like sharing ideas. I like seeing what other people are doing. I like implementing new stuff. So I'll do most of my stuff, most of my portfolio and my accounts and my trading is going to be with what's consistent. I still do credit spreads. I don't call them out because they're more complicated and people aren't going to understand them, but that's consistent, right? So then I'll fool around with these opening range breakouts and all of that. It's a little fun, right? But consistency. Thank y'all for being open with not only us and each other, but with yourself, right? And that's a big part is you can't improve yourself if you're not open and honest with yourself. You can lie to everybody. You ain't gonna lie to yourself. Yourself ain't gonna take it, all right? Let's move on. Stubborn, all right? Stubborn, people don't want to lose and don't want to accept losses. That's a lot of the nah, man, this can't be happening. Nah, right? Like if you kept buying puts on a CPI day when we just shot up, we went up $15 on SPY. SPY's ATR is like 7 or 8. So SPY did double its normal move straight up in one direction. And if you kept buying puts all the way through that, you just lost a bunch of money over and over and over and over, right? Because you were so stubborn that you were like, nah, it has to come down. There's no way, right? Somebody that's buying something at a 52-week high, buying puts, oh, it's making new highs. It has to drop. Oh, the RSI is at 90. It has to come down. And then it goes up again and again and again and again, right? And your stubbornness is killing you because instead of accepting it what it is for what it is, you're trying to make it be what it ain't. You're trying to make it be what you want it to be. The market don't work like that, right? It's a term called perma bulls, right? Perma bulls are people who only want to buy calls because they just want stuff to go up. And it's like, yo, it's down. It got to go up. Damn. Okay, it went down some more. Well, it's down. It got to go up. Well, it's down. It got to go up. And that was something I had a problem with a while ago. We into the bear market. I'm still calling calls because that's what I'm used to doing. And I'm like, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So I had to flip to puts, right? And that way I started coming back up, right? Are you stubborn? Put an S. Dana already put her S. Put an S in the chat. If you find yourself, your stubbornness holding you back, right? You trying a strategy out, you're losing on this strategy, but you keep trying to force it to work, right? Switch that word stubborn out with forcing. If that applies to you, you're trying to force something to be what it is not. Market's going up. You buying puts. It's still going up. I'm going to just average down. It's still going up. I'm going to buy more puts. It's still going up because it has to come back down. Not the case, right? Not the case. So you have to swap out that stubbornness for adaptability. Jay already put F. You got to swap that stubbornness out for flexibility and adaptability and being able to accept that you're wrong, right? When you accept that on the day the CPI data came out and it was bad and the market still was going up, if you could accept that puts wasn't going to work, then you could have went over the calls and made 100, 200%. There was so much room to make money on calls. But if you were stubborn on the puts, you ain't made nothing unless you caught some scalps. You ain't made nothing, not the money you could have made on calls. No way. Market went up, straight up, right? So look at that, right? Look at that. Stubbornness, fix it with adaptability, flexibility, being able to accept that you're wrong and say, all right, you know what? Not what I think, but what is the market telling me? The market is saying this. Let me listen, right? Right, cool. Consistency, fix consistency, get an accountability partner. And we're going to touch on accountability too. That's why I put at the bottom already. Get an accountability partner. Hey, Fry Daddy, look, this is the strategy that works for me, man. I'm going to trade this. Look, I'm going to send you my trade log every day, right? Or hey, when we trading, we're going to trade the first hour of the day. Let's hop on the phone, right? So that way we can make sure that we're trading the way we need to trade so we can stay successful. Yeah, I like getting fun and trading these different strategies and all of that. Nope. Yeah, man, I'm in 10 different trading discords. I want to see what they all got going on. But this the one where I make the money at. This the one where I learn at. But I want to go look at all these others. No, hey, block it out. You know, I'm not saying it's bad or whatever, but focus on where you're getting the most benefit so that you can continue to scale that benefit, right? Next, failure to execute. You have the ability to see that you're doing something wrong. Cool, right? Then you figure out, this is how I fix it. Cool. Then you don't do it, right? Then you don't do it. Okay, this hit my stop loss. I should get out. But maybe hit my second stop loss. Okay, yeah. Okay, next time, you know what? Next time, I'm gonna trust my stop loss. Damn, it hit my stop loss. But you know, it could bounce. Dang, it went further down. I lost more money, right? Or it's, man, I'm buying these weekly contracts, getting burnt, and then the stuff flips. I need to buy next week expirations. Okay, yeah, but you know, right? It's like making excuses for yourself, right? It could, right? It could bounce, right? Making excuses for yourself. Failure to execute is directly tied to making excuses for yourself because you know what you need to fix, but then you're like, nah, you know, it's gonna be straight. I ain't got no gas, but I can make it. I know my car. I know my car. I can make it. I'm gonna be all right. It's about to be on E, but you know, like I know people who was like that. I'm like, bro, you scaring me. I can't even ride with you. Like, look, pull over. I'm finna put gas in your car because we ain't doing this, right? But that's that type of deal where you know that you need to make this correction, yet you're not making it. And what happens is you're digging yourself in the hole and creating a further bad habit. You're increasing this bad habit, right? So we already had some people put an F in the chat. Go ahead, put that F in the chat if it's failure to execute. Failure to execute, right? Failure to execute. That is real. And that's why we're talking about solutions to this, right? Like I put at the top of this sheet, if someone's winning, it's possible to win, right? You just have to look at what's stopping you from being that one on the winning side. And a lot of these things that we're talking about are those factors. You can know all the strategies in the world, but if you fail to execute those strategies, it don't mean nothing. You can follow all the best analysts, but if you fail to execute, it don't matter. You can join all the Zooms, but if you get off this Zoom after acknowledging you have a consistency problem and you don't find somebody to help you stay accountable or create a way to stay accountable, you don't put in the chat and member to member, hey, this is what I'm doing this week, y'all. I don't care if anybody respond to me, but I'm going to drop my charts. I'm gonna drop what I'm doing. I'm gonna drop the charts. I'm gonna drop what I get in. I'm gonna drop when I get out. I'm gonna use the member to member section for myself, right? If you don't do that, then you're not gonna make progress. That's failure to execute on this Zoom, on all the Zooms, right? So let's not fail to execute. Let's address the problem. Let's see the problems, identify, address, and then fix it. I could have made a better acronym, but I ain't got nothing yet. Should have thought about that earlier. Failure to execute, right? Let's keep it rolling. Lack of focus, right? Is our mind in so many different places that we can't focus on what we need to get success, right? Are we looking at what Jordan's doing and Moody and Zay and them and them and them and them and this person, and then not just that, in this Discord, what they doing, and in this Discord, what they doing, what's this person talking about on IG Live, and we got all this different stuff going on, right? Well, we can't actually get nothing done. We can't make true progress because we over here and over there and over there and over there and over there and over there. How you gonna make progress if you focused? What have you ever been able to truly do successfully, unless you've already done it enough times, without focus? What have you been able to do at a high level if you're not focused? Okay, I'm not gonna say try to drive while you're not focused. Sorry. Driving, you have to be focused. You done drove 1,000 times, but if you try to drive to the office, to the store, to church, to wherever, without focusing on the road, you putting yourself at risk of dying, right? If you're trying to trade without focusing in on what you're trying to do with the specific trade, you're putting yourself at risk of losing your account, right? You need to focus. And so that looks like a ton of different things. Like I said before, that looks like if I know I'm at work 9 to 5 or the hours the market's open, I got 30 minutes on lunch, but I can pop away and go stand by the coffee machine real quick, then I need to be focused on putting in swing trades when my alert triggers, check them while I'm on lunch or when I go to the bathroom or whatever, and then exit them by the end of the day, whatever the case is, right? After I go home from work, I'm looking at charts, my scanners, my screeners, whatever, looking for potential setups for the next day, setting alerts. And when I'm at the office, bing, trading view, trigger my CRM calls. Let me step away from the desk, get on my calls, keep it pushing, right? I'm not worried about hopping on live trading and trying to listen with one earphone in and do my job at the same time. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Focus, right? I'm not worried about scalping. I'm not worried about day trading. I'm worried about swings. Or I'm not worried about swing trading. I'm not worried about long term. I'm just focused on scalping, right? Whatever it is, making sure you're focused, right? Even when you're trading, make sure you're in a good headspace to focus on the trades. Don't be trying to trade and be on the phone with Tisha and Tasha talking about what they was talking about at the hair salon last week. You know, you're gonna miss what's going on. So make sure that you're focused. Give me a LOF, give me a LOF if you need to work on focus. LOF in the chat. LOF, LOF, LOF. I love it. I love it. Y'all being real. Y'all being real. I got a burner account and I see everyone who's not focused. I got a lot of stuff going on, bro. I just don't let folks know, man. It's always behind the scenes with me till it's in front. Right? But for real, how do we address the lack of focus? We have to set boundaries, right? We have to block things out. We have to set boundaries, whether it's hours of the day, whether it's turning our phone on D&D. Hey, I'm live trading from market open, the first hour of market, 9:30, 10:30, right? Hey, ring, 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 it's your best friend. Hey girl, what's up? I'm live trading right now. I'm gonna call you later. I'm always live trading from 9:30 to 10:30. Hit me up at 11. Click. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, whatever it is, so that you can truly get the results you're looking for. Because if you don't, then you're gonna keep on taking them L's that you're missing. You're missing stuff, right? The Zooms right now. Big O went to the bathroom. He wasn't focused on the Zoom. He should have took whatever he on the Zoom went to the bath, right? Like, bro. So seriously, y'all. Seriously, seriously, when you focus in, you're able to get so much better results. And this is again how this stuff isn't just trading. This is life. But he says laptop, but it matters in life. Consistency if you go into the gym, if you're on a diet, if you're trying to be better in a relationship, you have to be consistent. Your girl wants flowers. You can't just buy her flowers one time a year and think that's going to cut it. Nah, that ain't how it works, right? Consistency. You know that being stubborn is going to harm you. If you're not able to listen, take advice, learn, be coachable, whatever it is, you can't get nowhere. If I tell you I need to be communicated a certain way and you choose to communicate with me differently, we never gonna be on the same page, right? So you have to be able to adapt and be flexible, just like the market. Same with failure to execute, right? Your girl want flowers. You don't never buy her flowers. Love languages, bro. Words of affirmation, but do you affirm her? Do you reassure her? Let's get back to the trading, right? But this stuff is serious and you see it outside, but it's the same thing with trading. It's the same thing. I know I need to trust my stop loss. I know I need to, secure profits earlier. I keep saying secure profits, or I need to go ahead and lock in when it's right here. Or I'm up 10%. Let me move a trailing stop up so I don't lose nothing. But I mean, right? Anytime you hit yourself with a but you wasn't open. Don't harm yourself. Let's keep it rolling. We already did our consistency C's. We're going to do another one right here. Comparison. Same thing. Y'all know how it apply outside of trading, right? Comparing yourself can be a good thing and can also be a bad thing, right? Because it doesn't matter about the comparison. It's about what happens after the comparison, right? You see somebody, Moody, Jordan, whoever, right? They making money. That y'all notice me and Moody don't ever post profits for real. We don't do it. There's a reason, right? Because when people see, oh, this person made $17,000, this person made $20,000, $13,000, $8,000, whatever. I want that. I want that. Your account's $3K. So for you, you focused on this thing you saw $8,000. You want an $8,000 day. But for you with $3K versus me with $50K, it takes two different things, right? That's 50% on a $16,000 trade. I don't be doing that too often. Okay, we're gonna leave that where it's at, right? But for you, you have to full port your account and get, what's that, 250%, something like that, right? So comparing yourself in that way creates issues, right? You're new to trading. Don't compare yourself to people who've been doing this 10 years thinking that you're behind. No, you're not behind, right? You're making progress. Look at yourself and compare yourself to where you was a month ago, right? 2 months ago. What was the problem 2 months ago, right? It's people in the chat where you can see the progress. You can see before the problem was, I don't know what to do. Now the problem is, I know what to do. I'm just not executing. Now the problem is, I know what to do. I'm executing, but I don't know how to adjust to what I'm doing so I can improve it. That's progress, right? So compare yourself to yourself from a month ago, from a week ago, from a year ago. A year ago, you wasn't even trading. That's nothing but progress, right? So let's not beat ourselves up about comparing and looking at, oh, this person, man, we came into MST at the same time and they getting it, right? The reason they getting it is because they doing these things the right way and you not. right? Quinn, prime example. Shout out to Quinn, right? And I say this stuff all the time. Quinn came in, he shared his, his own trading. He was having 30%, 40% win rate on his own trades. He was taking the analyst trades, 80% win rate from analyst trades, 40% on his, 80% analyst, right? He hopping on classes. I did a class on the 1 minute, right? Oh, let's go to the focus first. Quinn said consistently, I look at Eva, Jordan, and Pastor. Eva, Jordan, and Pastor. Eva, Jordan, and Pastor. Quinn said that all the time, right? That's focus, right? Then what he do? He said, all right, I did that 1 minute class. Quinn was like, oh, snap. Let me go look at this 1 minute. Oh, yo, I like this. Yo, Candace said he really did this. I'm not making this up, right? So he was on the 1 minute. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, his win rate starting to tick up. He's still looking at the analysts, right? His win rate starting to tick up. Trading the 1 minute, trading the 1 minute, consistency. Then we had a 24-hour Zoom. Tone do his class, trend lines, trade them on SPY, right? What you see Quinn do the next day? Trend line, boom, 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 boom. Now Quinn hitting 80% plus win rate. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying in the chat. Tell me. Or tell me if you saw it. Like Candace just said, he really did. That's all legit. Y'all saw it happen, right? And that's why we're talking about this stuff, or why I'm choosing to talk about this stuff. Friday said facts. Like this is all stuff that you see and play out. So don't compare yourself to Quinn in a negative light. There we go. All facts, all true facts, right? Like it's legit. But the reason why we can be in the same spot and Quinn makes that jump that somebody else didn't is because Quinn was consistent, right? Quinn was hopping on the classes and then he was executing, not just coming on class, but okay, they did this, they said that. Let me go see if I can do that. Bet. Let me try it out. Bet. Right? Let me look at this. Execution, on point, focused. Eva, Pastor, Jordan, scalping. That's what I want to look at. Anybody scalping? Day trade, scalping. Right? And so it's that. Those are the things. These things are the missing pieces because we done taught all this stuff. We teach all this stuff all the time. We got resource after resource, person after person, all of that. But if you're not fixing these, if you have the game plan, but you're not consistent, if you have the blueprint, but you're stubborn when you're making potential mistakes, when you have the blueprint, but you don't execute, when you have the blueprint, but you don't have focus, when you have the blueprint, but you're allowing comparison and looking at everybody else to take your eyes off of what you're supposed to be doing, and now you starting to build, but your stuff don't look like how they stuff look and how they stuff look and how they stuff look. Instead of saying, damn, I'm building, damn, I'm taking steps forward. Dang, brick by brick by brick, dang, I got the first floor done. Then you're not gonna get there, right? You gotta fix those things to get there, right? Give me C's if comparison is something that's blocking you. Give me C's in the chat. Shouldn't be that many, but we gonna see. See what I did there? We gonna see. Yeah, some people caught that. Some people caught it. I don't know. I be trying. Yep. There we go. I see you. Yep. Cause it's real. And that's why like this is the serious stuff, man. And the more I talk to y'all and the more I do like the mentorships and the one-on-ones, the more I see like a lot of the problem for everybody isn't a lack of knowledge. Some people, yeah, right? Some people, need a little more hands-on with support and resistance, with candlesticks, with whatever, right? Some people need a little more hands-on. That's fine. Because if you acknowledge that and you move forward on it, you're good, right? But the bigger things I'm seeing hold people up is this stuff, right? Emotional equilibrium. That's fancy. I should have went to class more in college. All right, let's keep it going. Low confidence. You know what to do, but you don't trust yourself, right? That's different than the failure to execute, right? Failure to execute can be lazy, could be whatever, right? You just not taking advantage, right? That could be, I'm in this Discord, I don't know nothing about stocks. Dang, Jordan got a free course. I could sign up. Dang, Jordan just said if I need to be consistent, I should put stuff in the chat and create accountability. I should hit up one of the members and create accountability. Dang, I'm stubborn. Maybe I need to accept that I'm a lose. Maybe I need to just enter a trade, set my stop loss, take profit, and just let it go. All right. I took a loss. What can I learn? Right. But not doing that, that's fair to execute. Low confidence is, okay, I see this. I know what it's supposed to do. This is where I should enter. I'm not getting in. Oh, dang, it did what I thought. All right. If that's you, drop the LC. Put it in the chat. If that's you, yep, that's me. I definitely deal with that. Yeah. So let's talk about it, right? Low confidence. We talk about confidence. How do you build confidence? Again, look at it outside of the Discord, right? Outside of trading. You don't build confidence driving until you've driven multiple times. You pass your driver's test, right? You're on the road. You get practice on the road. Okay, cool. Parents let me drive around the neighborhood or drive around the parking lot. I can drive around the parking lot. I can drive down. Oh, snap, the highway, the interstate? Ooh, I don't know about that one. Ooh, after you drive on the interstate 15, 20 times, okay, cool. I'm ready to hop on over out the little slow lane, get to the middle, get to the, you know what I'm saying? Now you go down the interstate texting on the phone and you still like, yo, why these folks going 80, bro? This the fast lane, move, right? You build the confidence. Whatever it is at your job, you build the confidence. You 10 years in at the job, 5 years in, I'm gonna let you on a secret. It ain't always about time. It's not about the amount of time that you've been in it. It's about the time you've put towards that thing, right? Kobe has so many years in the league. It's other people who had the same amount of years, but they ain't the same, right? All that. It's people who have been in the market 5 years who are confident and winning. It's people who've been in the market 5 years who still ain't profitable, right? And they ain't gave up, which is nice. But, right, they haven't put their time in the right spots. You know what I'm saying? So you can be in something for years and not making no progress because you're repeating the same years. You're repeating your inconsistency. You're repeating your stubbornness, repeating your failure to execute, repeating your lack of focus, repeating your comparison. Reason you ain't made no progress in 5 years is because every week you're trying to do something different. How you gonna make progress? You're doing something different. You literally can't progress if you're doing something different every week, right? So how do we fix confidence? Repetitions. Get your reps, right? Make your trades. Yeah, you can paper trade, right? I personally wish I didn't paper trade, right? The alternative to paper trading that I think you should do, if you can do it, is just trade with a smaller amount that doesn't have a big impact on you, right? Trade with $100 sizes on your positions. I'm only trading $100 size. Treat it like a trade, and you have that emotional, because paper trading, you ain't got no emotion. It can go up and go down and whatever, right? You're not gonna hold true all the time, right? It's different. When you put $100, $200 on a trade, even if it's still just $100 and your account is 30, it's small by comparison, but shoot, it's still $100. That's your gas for the week, you know, for the 2 weeks. That was groceries, you know? So you're able to still get the reps in at a lower risk, right? Confidence, education, right? Hop on the classes, go through the recorded classes, ask people questions. Hey, what did you see on this trade? Hey, how do you do this? Hey, what do you think about that? Not just analysts, but traders in the chat too. BW, I've seen that you have made leaps of progress since I first saw you in the Discord. What did it for you, bro? Raj, same thing. Fry Daddy, you learning so much. How are these things clicking for you, right? What are you doing that's making you gain this knowledge and continue to move forward? What do you still need to work on? How are you overcoming your inconsistency? How are you overcoming your failure to execute? I just keep saying him because his face on my screen, right? So when you're looking at those things, that's how you continue to build your confidence. It's through reps. You don't go on the basketball court your first time and have confidence you can score or do a layup or whatever, right? Then most people, they only lay up with their same hand. They dribble with their right hand. If they right-handed, they lay it up with their right hand. They right-handed, right? So then you don't have no confidence to go with your left. And when people start playing you to your left, you stuck until you get the reps with your left, right? All of that, man. All of that. So fix your confidence, get your reps, right? Go study, look at what's going wrong and how do you fix it, right? And then you start getting better, right? But that's the thing, is you're not gonna be able to trust yourself if you ain't never let it play out, right? That's one of the things I talked with a couple of members about, is you feel like you got it right, you know what you're doing, but you stopping yourself out of your trade. You're not even letting your stop loss stop you out. How do you know your system works or not if you're not giving it a chance? You can't build confidence if you're not giving yourself a chance. Basketball, you can't build confidence on the court if you get the ball and then you immediately pass it to somebody else. How do you develop a shot? Yeah, you can practice off the game when there's nobody on the court, but when we run at 5-on-5 full court, you're not gonna have no confidence in your shot if you ain't shot the ball, if you ain't tried to dribble, if you ain't tried to dunk. You can't build no confidence unless you do it, right? So I saw y'all with the LCs. Work on building that confidence, right? Get your reps in, focus in, and get your education. Dive, do a deep dive. Saturday, Sunday, after work, whatever. Hey, I want to focus in on scalping SPX. I call it the 4 for 4. Before Wendy's came out with the 4 for 4, I was doing a 4 for 4. Right. And so what I would do is, and this is how I learned a lot of the stuff I learned, is I would take whatever the concept is, I would do 4 Google searches, or 3 or 5 or whatever, but I like calling it 4 for 4. Right. And then I would open up 4 tabs from those Google searches to help me learn what I'm trying to learn, right? So if I want to learn scalping SPX, I'm on Google, scalping SPX. Boom. I'm opening up this video. I'm opening up this video. You scroll down. They got a little Reddit thing on it. I'm opening that. The complete scalping S&P 500 course. I might look at that. Boom. Opening that. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Scalping SPX options, 0 DTE. Okay, cool. What is the SPX 0 DTE strategy? SPX 0 DTE, simple setup. Okay. SPX 0 DTE, open that up. 0 DTE option strategies, open that up. Okay, right? Tips for trading SPX options, right? Strategies for trading SPX options. Y'all see, I already watched this video at some point. High probability trade, trading SPX weeklies. Our approach for day trading SPX weekly options, right? Like that's how you get locked in on whatever it is you're trying to figure out. Deep dive on that, right? Then pop back out and be like, yo, Jay, I seen this thing, Jordan. I was looking at this, such and such and such. You ever thought about this? You ever looked at this? You ever tried this? Right? That's the beautiful thing about having people live you can talk to and interact with, as opposed to like just a book or a course, right? Is that you can be like, I can be like, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, oh, I saw that video. Hey, Jay, here's a video on something. when you get a chance, can you look at it? Let me know what you think. Right? That's how you take them that progress. I'm gonna say this with BW, who's made a lot of progress. Is one of the things is he wasn't doing the, hey, can you chart AMD for me? Hey, can you chart NVIDIA for me? Hey, can you chart AT&T for me? Hey, bro, based on what I've learned so far, here's my NVIDIA chart. How does this look? Does this look right? Does this look good? Does this make sense? Yeah, bro, but I think your demand zone need to probably be like that because this, and that. But you got it pretty much on the head. Okay, bet. Hey, bro, here's this chart. I was looking at 50%, this, and that. I would enter right here. And does that make sense? Yeah, bro, it does. Or nah, bro, I think you're looking at that a little off. I mean, try it out, back test it maybe, see how it go, right? But like that's how you build the confidence is you take what you took on the class, you go, you learn about this subject, you get your reps, and then hey, Jordan, hey, Moody, hey, whoever, right? What do y'all think about this? Hey, other members who I see having success in the chat or are knowledgeable, what do y'all think about this? Does this make sense to y'all? Right? And so that's how you building it. And then the last one again is circling back to accountability, right? A lot of stuff that we deal with can be easily impacted for a positive if we have accountability established, right? I went through that where I had a trading strategy, 80% win rate, very consistent. I was doubling and tripling in my accounts on a monthly basis. Monthly, and I was doing a full-time internship. This is while I was in college. I was in summer school. I was in summer school doing a full-time internship, and I was doubling and tripling my account monthly with one strategy, one concept, right? Swing trading. And then I told my friend about it who I taught to trade. And I was like, yeah, bro, this, and that, I'm gonna do this. Like, that's a wrap, bro. I'm not looking at nothing else ever, nothing. And then I was taking some trades. I was telling him what trades I was taking, all that. And he was like, bro, that don't sound like the type of stuff you just explained to me. I'm like, yeah, bro, I know, but it's like, bro, nah. You said you were only trading this strategy. That ain't this. I'm like, damn, you right. Okay, let me get back right. Right. So having that accountability can help you with all of this. Right. That's the member to member idea. Not members ideas, member to member chat. Right. That's the if you in a boot camp or the mentorship, right? You have your own private group with people you've been on Zooms with and working with in a more intimate setting, right? Lean on each other. Hey, Fry Daddy, Shanice, we both got consistency problems. Hey, let's figure out how we can work on this so that we can improve. Because unless you planning on 2022 being the last year you trade, you're gonna have to fix some of these things if you want to be successful in the future. But if you do not fix your inconsistency, if you do not fix your stubbornness, if you do not fix your failure to execute, your lack of focus, your comparison, your low confidence, and not having accountability or self accountability, like I said, trade log, make it public, share it with somebody, right? Find a trading buddy, right? Put your stuff in the chat. BW used to do that too. He was just all up in the members' ideas chat, just by himself. Boom, 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 boom. Right? That's creating self accountability. Because if nothing else, it's still a personal reputation attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So look at that type of thing, right? If y'all have questions, put them in the chat regarding what we covered. And then we're gonna open it up. We're gonna have Club MSC. We're gonna be lit, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy. But if y'all have questions, let me know. Questions. Or you can raise your hand and I'll let you unmute. Let me know. Also in the chat, let me know if y'all want more psychology, mentality classes. You just say yes. Because I want to make sure that we're fixing the problems here, right? If the problem is support and resistance, do support and resistance class, right? But if the biggest issue is internal and not the charts, then we need to look at the internal. Yep. Bet. Exactly, Raj. Trading is 90% mental. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be where majority of traders are not profitable. If trading wasn't based on the individual and the internal, most people wouldn't stop trading after their first year. Most people don't make it after their first year, right? The charts are the same. If someone is winning, it's possible to win. The charts are the same. The information out there is the same. All these tabs and YouTube videos I pulled up about trading SPX 0DTE, it's all there. So if you want to get better, then it's there. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between people who are going to be trading SPX 0DTE next week and making some money and people who are not is going to be somebody's going to say, I'm going to run that 4-for-4 play Jordan was talking about this weekend. This weekend, I'm setting aside, I'm going to add an extra 4. I'm going to do 4-for-4. I'm going to do 4 hours of studying, right? And this was like the thing that helped me leave my job. Everybody goes into leave their job, right? Leave my job as soon as I did, as I was like, well, shit, man, if I'm giving him, the boss, if I'm giving them 8 hours of my day, plus take me 30 minutes to get there, take me 30 minutes to come back home. So that's 9 hours, right? And I'm giving them 9 hours of my day, not to mention anything I do extra at the house, right? Or if I stay a little late, then what am I giving myself? Oh yeah, this gotta work. I can't be giving them more than I give myself. Okay, bet. Weekends I'm locked in. All right. And I already told a lot of y'all, like, I lost friends, that people wasn't fooling with me. It was, yo, bro, y'all went to the Lakers game? Yeah, bro. But the last 5 times we invited you to go somewhere, you told us you couldn't go because you was trying to learn something. Facts. You right. I'll go to the Lakers game later. There's gonna be more Lakers games. It's cool, right? And so it's like things like that where it's the positioning, right? I'm missing out on this Lakers game this time, so I can position myself to be able to go whenever I want. Right now, I can go. Friday, you want to go? We can go. You know what I'm saying? Quinn, you want to go? We can go. Right? So you have to look at what you're trying to accomplish, look internally, what you need to fix, consistency, stubbornness, failure to execute, lack of focus, and there's probably other things I didn't even think of so that you can fix these and then continue to improve, right? But if you don't fix these things, it don't matter how much you know about supply demand, fibs, EMAs, ADX, RSI, MACD, Bollinger Band, TTM, Keltner channels, stochastics, volume. There's a bunch of other stuff I could probably keep going. J Lizard calendar spreads, credit spreads, debit spreads, iron condors, selling premium, going long, puts, calls, shorting the market, futures, forex, commodities, stocks, equity position. It don't matter. It don't matter. If you can't be consistent, none of that matters, bro. So that's a wrap. That's the class. I'm finna cut it. Oh, not in the meeting. Just stop the recording.